We get calls all the time from people who've been arrested for domestic battery, and they say to us, but the victim doesn't want to pursue this case, so why do I even need to hire a lawyer? What's going to happen to me if the victim doesn't even want to pursue the case, but I got arrested?
It makes perfect sense, and it's logical that someone would think that, but these days things have changed, and after Columbine and O.J. Simpson, the police are instructed to take one person in. So when they get a call for domestic battery, someone is going to go in.
Right, and also under that Victim's Bill of Rights, it says the victim has a lot of authority in a case. So even if the victim says, I don't want to pursue it, the prosecutor may still pursue the case, right?
They do want to pursue the case if the victim wants to pursue it or not pursue it. And it takes good lawyering to get that case dismissed when the victim doesn't want to pursue it.
And do you think the client who calls us should actually be talking with the victim and encouraging them not to come forward?
No, because then they could get additional charges on top of the domestic battery for tampering.
Right, so they should leave it in your hands, basically, not get involved in the case, leave it to you as their lawyer to help them through this process.
And usually there's a no contact order. Whenever you're arrested for domestic battery, you are going to stay overnight in jail, and there's a first appearance the next morning, and that's when a judge decides if you can be released and what the conditions are. And most likely a no contact order is issued, and you cannot contact the victim or any third party to talk to that victim.
Right, or else you're in violation of your, I guess, condition of release while the case is pending, right?
Right, which is another reason to hire an attorney so that we can effectuate all of that communication properly.
Right, to get into court and have that no contact order lifted, pursue getting the charges dropped, and so forth, right?
But the good news is when a victim doesn't want to prosecute, it helps us as lawyers get a case resolved in a way that people can put this behind them.
What's the worst scenario, though? If I've never been in trouble before, that's what we get asked all the time. I've never been in trouble before. I did have this incident with my spouse or my friend or girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever it may be. Am I going to go to jail? Am I going to prison? I've never been in trouble before, and the victim really doesn't want to pursue this. Are there programs that I can participate in that will get the charges dropped?
There's a variety of programs depending on the county that you live in. For example, Palm Beach County has pretrial diversion programs. There's also a batterer intervention program. What you have to do for each of the programs can vary. Being the most serious would be a batterer intervention program, which can result in 16 weeks of anger management classes and a lot of expense.
Right.
So the programs are good, but there's a variety of them to try to get.
Well, I guess the point is it's really complicated, and someone shouldn't enter this process without a lawyer who's experienced and knowledgeable so that they can help that individual navigate this process to get the best result.
That domestic battery is definitely one of those charges you don't want on your record.